Hi, welcome to my channel about physiotechnique, robotics and embedded systems. If you're new to this channel or haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe via the thumbnail on the bottom right corner. As you can see, this video is focused on my Raspberry Pi 1 Model B+, running Raspbian Linux, Raspberry Pi OS, and last time I started with trying out C#. On Linux it's also called Mono project. I ran into a few issues and hopefully I can solve those this time. And to show you how to do that or how not to do that, I switch to screencast. So what do I have? The Raspberry Pi virtual desktop, obviously, then Minicom terminal for serial connection, camera view, and well, the Mono develop environment. And here's a bit of a catch because this is going to change. Last time I had to copy the project executable by USB stick to Raspberry Pi. I now realized, because of the fact that with my Raspberry Pi 2 I managed to mount a share on my NAS file system, file server, I had to change my host name. So I added a 1, since this is the Raspberry Pi 1, added the access for the Raspberry Pi 1, mounted it with success. So what I have to do now is actually clear this thing, as in remove it, and start anew, but then with the executable based on my file server, and then run the executable from the file server on the Raspberry Pi, like I do with the Raspberry Pi 2. So let's see how we can manage that one. So now I have created a new project based on my file server. I'm going to change Hello World into Hello World. This is Raspberry Pi 1 B+, and it will be not graphical. Simply because I used to do anything else previously also non-graphical, so this will be non-graphical, and I intend to do the Raspberry Pi 2 in graphical mode. Well, graphical software. Anyway, I still have to compile this. So let me build. Successful. Run with. Okay, can't execute. That means that I'm going to try different. Go to here, and I had here that Mono stuff. However, this is a goner. This is my file server. And here is then Raspberry Pi 1. And this should say somewhere like exe. Oh, bin, yes, obviously. And this is it. And now I run everything from my file server. So this is a success. And now I can take action for the GPIO which I intend. Alright, now first of all, to use the GPIO, it makes sense to add something. So I have added the flat cable, which you may have seen before in my earlier Raspberry Pi videos, and added this VisiTechnique LED straight to the cable. So it's now physically attached to the GPIO. Then from this website right here, I've copied code straight here, so it's not my own code. But the question is, will it work? Because of this, which, if it doesn't work, has to be installed first. So this is my part of the code. This is all added, as is this. So if it works out, then the LED starts to blink. Let's do it. Unexpected symbol int. I didn't expect that to happen. And that means that it doesn't recognize int as integer, which is very strange in my opinion. So I have to look into that. And of course things get complicated. As you can see, I moved this part behind this, getting subsequently this error. But there's another thing. On that website is mentioned that you have to install this from the NuGet repository, which is from Microsoft. And the first thing is of course intended for Windows, which I don't use. So how does it go for Mono Developer? Well, Tools, Add-in Manager, IDE Extensions, and NuGet Package Management is installed. Then Project, and then you should see something like, okay, where did I find it? Anyway, NuGet Package Manager, which isn't working. So yes, it is installed, no, it's not working. So how to get this? And why these errors? Too many questions, not enough answers. Yeah, right. So right click on the project and update, restore, where's install, new project, no, add existing, no. Now is it here? Publish, no. So this doesn't look very good for my project, while it is assumingly working because someone else already did it. Very nice. And some searching in a place where I didn't expect. Packages, and then I could add, let's close this one. Add packages, official NuGet gallery, and then GPIO, searching for packages, and then it comes with this one, add package, could not add. No kidding. Version 4.5. So what's the difference? That it needs version 5. Okay, have to dive into that then. Another version conflict. A look at the original code page where I got this from tells me that I should have at least .NET 5.0. Now this is on my laptop, which is then obviously 4.5, which raised the question what's on my Pi, which is 4.6.2. So it's not going to work. Given the fact that the whole thing is Raspberry Pi 1, no longer updated I assume, and that's a bold assumption, how I'm going to work this out. Very good question, very tough question probably. So, and what use is Raspberry Pi without use of the GPIO? Because I can't access this without this package using C# mono. I decided to run an update on the Raspberry Pi, which took over 2 hours, and the version is still the same. Then I realized that I'm doing the development on my laptop, and then it says monocore 6.8, which is of course over 5. Mono basic 4.7. So let's see whatever I get more. 4.2, 6.8, etc. So I am not quite sure what this means for. This is 6.8. In other words, this should work. If mono development is 6.8, okay, about, aha, so that's the point. I am dealing with an old version. That's interesting. So let me update, try to update, and see whatever result that is or gives. And now it gets really annoying because I installed clearly this very new latest version of MonoDevelop. Then it says in the error that I need a .NET framework, which leads me to search for .NET, and it turns out I don't have the .NET Core installed, which I do, which is version 5, and it still says I don't have the correct version, and 5 is really newer. Let me see here, .NET runtime etc. 5, and in the error it says 4.5, so somewhere somehow there is a mismatch. Should I do it in here? Could be, but that is really for next time. And with this result I say thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel via the thumbnail on the bottom right corner. Give it a thumbs up, click the bell for notification, You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please support via either PayPal, Ko-fi, or becoming a patron from €2 or $2 per month. This is obviously going to be continued. So for now, have a great day, take care, bye.